Yeah, like you wake up this happy.
Good morning. So right now it is about 7:30 a.m. I haven't looked at my phone. Rupert is a bit of a late sleeper, which is wonderful. I think whenever people were like, oh no, my child wakes up at 5 a.m, we were always like, that is a night waking for Rupert. He does not. He is not one of those children. He will happily sleep in till 9 a.m. if given the chance. Doesn't fall asleep until 9 p.m. some nights. But it does mean that we get our mornings where we can get ready, do things. At least Claudia likes to do yoga, or her current DIY project. She's painting the porch. She's doing up our porch. I get to use the mornings to get ready for my day, do a little bit of work if I need to, do my hair, and put on some makeup. So that's what I'm going to do. On the subject of sleep though, it is something I have always really struggled with as a person who now knows they have ADHD. But mainly insomnia in the kind of nighttime direction, so I tend to have a real issue with getting to sleep. Not staying asleep, I sleep very solidly, but then I guess you kind of expect that. Also, if someone is deaf, I just take out my hearing aids and I'm gone. There's nothing wakes me. Waking up in the morning, easy, fine, I'm good, I can do that. Getting to sleep is such an issue for me and I hate it. And I'll be lying there in bed like, really? Come on now, really? Are we doing this, really? Speaking of ADHD, I thought it would be really interesting to do a video about a day in my life with ADHD. What is it like living with ADHD? For me, everyone's different, hey? What do I have in place now to try and help me figure out how to best live my life with ADHD? You know what my ADHD does affect? Remembering to charge the battery of this camera, which is running out of battery. Jessica! Starting off well. We're starting strong. Good. Well done, team. Good job, me. Good job. I thought it would be really interesting to do a little day in the life video where we could talk more about late diagnosis ADHD and noticing the parts of my life that have been touched by ADHD, and just kind of recognize, so seeing the systems that I already have put in place to cope with my ADHD that I just didn't realize I had all along with things that I'm doing now that I know I have it, to try and help my life go a little bit more smoothly. And one of those things I have to say is a real miracle lifesaver when it comes to the self-care stuff that you're like, I'm definitely gonna get around to doing that. Yep, yes, that is on my list of jobs to do. I'm definitely going to do it. Yep. And then you just keep forgetting. Which involves for me things like making appointments for getting my hair trimmed or getting my nails done. But the haircut one, I can't ever seem to remember. And what with curling my hair a lot, I tend to end up with a lot of split ends, which is where we come to sponsor for today's video and little lifesaver in a bottle. This Kerastase Split Ends Serum. Now they do have a whole load of different serums for different hair types, but this is the one that works for me, and I'm going to be using this when I have a bath later on, which keep watching to the end of the video to see the actual fabulous results that come from this. And then apply this and it's like you actually went to the hairdresser, Jessica. But this morning I've woken up with hair that is, it's been a while since we had a wash. So we're just bringing out the 3 hair care products that I generally use of the morning, depending on my hair's needs, obviously, which are my Kerastase Fresh Affair. I like that name. Dry shampoo. Smells good too. Very important for dry shampoo. Kerastase La Couture, which is their hairspray. Really love this one because it helps with moisture control, and my hair is naturally very straight. Give it a tiny hint of the moisture and it just goes straight again. Do not approve. And of course, Elixir Ultime. But I can't put too much of this on my hair, but then it gets, my hair type is just not made for too much oil. Oil on the ends. That's the hair. I've always been into vintage. Ow! I just smashed my hand on the ceiling. But I've actually always been into vintage hair. I know this is fun. I can touch the ceiling, but only in this part of the room. I can't do it here because this part's actually way higher. Fun fact. Not that you can see because I can't zoom out on this camera. I think Norway is the only monarchy where you're allowed to stay in the line of succession if you marry someone of the same sex. Is this true? People from other countries, please respond. I would love to know this. I'd like to make a Queer History 101 on that, in fact. but I can't because I really can't find out whether Norway is the only one or not. Or can I find out? Wait, did I Google that? I can't remember if I did Google that. I don't know. I've not put it into my list. My pills haven't kicked in yet, you can tell. Let's start putting makeup on. That's what I was meant to be doing. Not talking about the ceiling and Norway, but makeup. Yes. Putting makeup on in the morning, I have like 20,000 thoughts about random things, and I tend to find that what I used to do is follow the thought. So I'd be like, oh, that is really interesting, good point, how do I spell my great grandmother's Russian surname, like Domalunchkin? How does that what would that look like in English? I don't even know how I'd write that in Russian. I can't actually write in Russian. I don't know much about that. So normally what I would have done in the past is immediately go to Google and type that in and like go down a wormhole. But what I do now is I just have a note open on my phone for each day and I type down my thoughts just as they come to me. I just type it down. And the great thing about the Notes app is I can search them. So I can later come to find the specific word or whatever it is that I'm interested in, or if I remember the specific day that I had that thought, blah blah blah. And when I have a moment to just sit down and go through those notes, I can. And if they're work related, cool, I can get that done. If it's life related, excellent. If it's this is just a time waster thing, I can put it in a little box, a little list of time waster things to look at when I have some time to waste, when I'm next sat outside a doctor's appointment waiting. The first thing I do in my work mornings is to have a team meeting with Claudia and our assistant Paige. Today's to-do list. I want to get a quickest job done immediately to kind of get that sense of completion. So I'm going to be posting a short video for my Queer History 101 series that is already filmed and edited. That will go on Instagram, TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So I need to edit a photo to use as a thumbnail for Instagram, along with writing captions for all the different platforms. Then I'm going to be finishing up writing my latest YouTube video, which I have been dipping in and out of for a few days, because if I'm honest, I love writing, but unless I'm hyper-focused, I am not the fastest, because I need to film it this afternoon, so gotta get on that. I also need to write some tricky emails, which Claudia and Paige are going to help me with. Thank you so much. Claudia thinks she's being amazingly helpful by bringing me disgusting smelling smoothies, but I do not appreciate this help. Honestly, there is a Play-Doh smell to this and she is not convincing me otherwise. Apparently I am now going to be incredibly healthy, so yay. I would rather she did something about improving the Wheel of Doom my laptop's giving me, but sure, yeah. So we very much had to change computers because my laptop sounds like it is about to take off, probably because it doesn't enjoy running multiple programs. And also I have a lot of windows open with, like 10, maybe 15 tabs open on each. How many tabs is too many tabs? No, there's never too many tabs. Just to, prove that I can be fully competent. Let's run through some ADHD work life hacks. Useful stuff. Ways in which I have been revolutionizing my life. This is one of the things that people have asked me the most since being diagnosed with ADHD, like, are there things that you have put into place? And I'm like, actually, I think a lot of these I was already doing as someone grew up with a disabled body, because a lot of these are just to do with knowing that I live life a bit differently. So my number one hack, life hack, is just reframing your mindset, not trying to push yourself into working around frames that are built for neurotypical minds. Not trying to be like, okay, I'm going to follow this productivity guideline and how you should study guide and working in a way that I'm supposed to work. Right, yes, because your brain just isn't built that way, and that's okay. If we're trying to follow these guidelines and things that are set in place for other people, then I think we just kind of end up we're rubbish at it. Let's be honest here. We make rubbish neurotypicals, but you know what we make? Really amazing neurodiverse people. Number 2, find the system of organizing your calendar that works for you. And yeah, I say calendar, there are like loads of different scheduling type things that everyone will tell you about, and list making stuff and Todoist. Everyone loves Todoist. Yeah, I'm a Google Calendar fan / obsessive. I don't know. Can you be a fan of Google Calendar? A stan? I am. I do. I really like Google Calendar. I like it because you can color code everything, create little calendars within calendars. You can share those calendars with other people. You can set calendars to be set events to be either all day or for a certain period of time. You can send invites to people for events. You can have Google Meets, easily scheduled. You can, what other cool things can you do with Google Calendar? It sends you reminders, multiple reminders, so many reminders, custom reminders. It can send you a reminder a week in advance, a year in advance. It could send you a reminder at the time that you need it to, multiple times, as many alarms as you like. It can play really annoying ringtones if you want it to. It will definitely tell you that you need to do a thing. We have a lot of calendars in this office. We have some personal calendars, which just Claude and I share, various life stuff. We have a Rupert calendar for when Rupert's doing things. We have a calendar we actually share with Claudia's sister for childcare. We have birthdays, anniversaries put into our Google Calendar that are just a day event that repeat every year. So we remember our friends' children's birthdays and send them messages, that kind of thing. And then on the work side, we have calendars where I'm able to color coordinate the things that I am doing that day. So there's a writing calendar, there's a filming calendar, there's a doing an interview for a journalist thing, which would obviously be a block of time, very easy to figure out where that needs to go. But when it comes to the more need to do a task type stuff, it's so easy to move around, and I absolutely love that about it. Also love that I can put in publication things. So a video goes out here, a short video goes out, and then I can very easily move it around. And if I have an idea for a new video, I just pop it in my Google Calendar where I have a space for a video. Brilliant! Love it! Fantastic. Number 3, know what doesn't work for you. Time blocking. No, we will never be friends. That just time blocking and we had an argument way back when. We can never make up. Bitter enemies to the end. Don't even mention to me. Absolutely not. Impossible. I have a disabled body. I do not know how I will wake up tomorrow morning. It might be with a massive migraine. Can't say. Not entirely sure what my migraine triggers are, to be honest. Wish I knew. Some are very obvious. I can't skip meals and I need to sleep. If I block in my time and say that tomorrow morning is the only time of the week at which I am able to film this specific thing, and if I miss it, then I've missed it, then that's going to be an issue if something goes wrong, because I don't have another space in my week. I need to instead work with the ebb and flow of my energy and my creativity. Find what works for you and stick with it. Number 4, don't get bogged down to a daily or weekly schedule. Instead of the very specific, at 10 a.m. we do this, at 12 p.m. we do this, and we always do the same thing on each Tuesday every single week. Much like the previous point, work with the ebb and flow of your life with ADHD. Obviously everyone with ADHD is very different. I have some friends with ADHD who have to have a very structured environment, and others who love their unstructured spaces and need that to be creative. But for most of us, we work best when we are free to move at our own pace and work with our own energy. Number 5. Yes, she says with full confidence. Number 5. We're definitely on 5. To-do lists. This is one I'm a failure at. No, never a failure. Never a failure. Can't fail. So, do you have list making ADHD too? Cool. Let's chat in the comments. Is your to-do list also 500 things long every morning? Why do we think we can achieve this? No. The dopamine rush only happens if you complete the list. So why make the list so long? Make your list just 3 to 5 things. Make at least one of them very achievable. Having a drink of water, having a wee, and then you can do it, and you can actually take those things off at the end of the day and feel like you achieved. And then you get that nice dopamine rush. There you go. Look how that worked out. Number 6, know your blind spot. Mine is to do with dates, times, anything to do with the day. I have no idea what day it is right now. I'm pretty sure the month is after July, because I think, yeah, my phone makes me little like videos of Rupert every month. I remember July's. There we go. Could not tell you what the date is. Absolutely not. No. It's going well. So I know my blind spot. If anyone starts mentioning any kind of date, day, or time related thing, if they're like, hey, let's have a coffee, we are not having this conversation. I'm like, stop it, wait, hang on. Don't continue talking until I've got my calendar ready to add in. I don't know why I'm doing this, as if this is somehow the way that I type on my phone. No, that would be very bizarre. And I will put it in my diary as you say it, because it never touched my brain. It went straight through. Then we will each have a bus.
May I have a bus?
I have a red bus. You go first.
This is the Leo.
They are.
And that one now.
The green now.
Yeah.
Swoosh, swoosh.
I am the same as an Anna. That. That.
Orchid.
On stems and that one.
That's great. There are no stems in these photos. What about the tulip?
Stem.
You can use your hands, Baba.
Look. Mama's my Papa.
Mama's your Baba.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
So is it okay if Mama calls you Baba? What should Mummy call you?
Whoa.
Just Ruth.
Mommy calls you Ruth. Hi, Mommy.
Mika.
Hi. We're getting dressed like a shark tonight. Gonna get into our pajamas. You're diving in like a shark. 2 hands like this. Should we put our legs in like? Let's put this nice in. What's that doing?
Mama.
Yeah, we're both doing the bedtime tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Then the lively books.
More lively books.
Okay.
Okay, now we have had dinner, we've had our day, we put Rupert to bed. It is time to have a bath and have some good relaxing time. I'm a bath girl, not a shower girl, for a number of reasons, not just POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Don't know what that is, don't worry, I've got a video about it. Not just for that. Also because I just find I have to have a bath to get my hair really clean. Like I need to soak my hair for it to get properly clean. That is very important. I also find baths is really helpful just for soothing my muscles. So if I feel a migraine coming on, I just jump in the tub and put a lot of hot water, very, very hot water, on my shoulders and my neck, and it's very soothing. But what is this? Ooh, my nicely arranged products here. I find it is super helpful for me to make sure that before I jump in the bath, before I do anything in terms of body stuff, I have everything laid out in exactly the way I'm going to need to use it. So literally we're starting with shampoo, conditioner, mask. Have I talked about this mask enough to you? Have I? It's so good, I love it. Gloss, because then you get out the bath, right? Then you brush your hair. Then we use our brand new serum. Bum bum bum! And yes, the serum is exactly what I'm going to be talking to you about right now. Okay, so I actually had to take the dogs out for a wee, and then I got distracted, shocker, and I accidentally stood in the rain for ages, and now my hair is straight and it looks even worse than it did. It's not going well for me. Fortunately, now I get to take a bath and hopefully make it a bit better with the new serum Kerastess has sent me for split ends. You know, if I don't spend 5,000 hours of distracted time forgetting I'm meant to be filming. Here's my hair as it looks right now, and oof, again, I know, it's dry, and it's not delightful to run your fingers through. The best advice for hair care is to find the products designed for your specific hair type. Luckily, Kerastess has a huge range of products for different types of hair. I use the full Chroma Absolute routine to protect my coloured hair. The newest part of my personal routine is the nutritive Nutri-Supplement Split End Serum. It's a vitamin in oil blend of polymers and lipids, which means it's a really nourishing and soothing formula. Perfect for dry hair. And one of the best parts is that it's a leave-in serum, so I don't even have to wait around to wash it out. Just apply and I'm ready to go. It takes just seconds to apply, but transforms my dry ends from this to this. Kerastess has a range of serums for different hair types, so click the link in my description to find the one that works best for you.